Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. DOT's price action here looks quite promising. DOT reacted, or the price reacted to the communicated micro support area we talked about yesterday. I think we talked about it already on Tuesday, I'm not entirely sure, but certainly yesterday. And we see some upside momentum, which starts to look somewhat promising. But the price is now also at the same time reach the next resistance area. So we're going to take a look at that in a minute. Quick reminder where we come from. We're looking at a 5-wave move up into the March highs from the October lows. It's a 5-wave pattern, it's a diagonal. Now a corrective pullback in what is considered a wave 2. This wave 2 could be done, could be finished, could have formed a low at one of our FIB levels here at $5.50. But now we're watching for evidence, okay? Quick reminder that we can really only carry on with an overall bullish thesis here on this chart as long as the price is holding the $4.60 level. That's the 78.6 retracement of the initial rally. And this is key. This really needs to hold. Any break below $4.60 means we are retracing too much for a wave 2, and it would definitely put into question this entire thesis that we're dealing with a 1-2 setup here. So that is highly questionable, and well, in that case then, and therefore this level really needs to hold, okay? Below that level, I really only have the invalidation point left, which is defined at around $3.55. So a break below $3.55, and that would then be, let's say, black and white. That is really the formal invalidation point then. And there is no 1-2 setup anymore. Below 460, we have some wiggle room, because it is to a degree subjective, but well, it is and it isn't. You know, below 460, it can still recover. The wave count is still valid, but it's not likely anymore. I hope that makes sense. Possible is not probable, as I always say. Okay, so let's assume the correction might have completed here. We talked about the reasons why this could be the case in previous videos. Don't think there is any need to repeat that. You might very well check out the previous videos that explained the downside structure. But really, this is now where it's getting interesting. I shared with you yesterday, maybe even the day before, this support region between $5.69 and $5.79. And in the last few days, we talked about this descending trend line. I mean, that was over the weekend. A descending wedge pattern. We were watching for an upside breakout as initial signal. And then I highlighted to you, okay, after the upside breakout, I need to get a wave 3 reach basically here just below $6. The 1.38 extension, which was reached. Yeah, price reached that 1.38 extension perfectly. So perfect target reached. And it could have gone higher, but that's the first viable target, or the first target for a viable wave 3. I then told you, okay, as long as we're now holding $5.69, I'm going to watch for one more high in wave 5. I really need the 5 waves. We still only have 3. It's fighting, the bulls are fighting, but they need to break above that previous high that was formed on Tuesday and need to get that 5th wave at least to $6.03. You know, or at least, let's say $6 plus minus a few fractions of a cent or whatever. You know, it's that next FIB level needs to be reached for a viable 5th wave. If I don't get the 5th wave to the 1.618 extension of the first 1-2 setup, it's not a clear 5-wave move. Already now, due to the depth of the wave 4, it's not an impulse anymore. Yeah, we have an overlap between waves 1 and 4, but it can count as diagonal. But if it's a diagonal, we can't trust it until we see that it holds a higher low in this wave 2 correction. So it's still, you know, there's still a lot of work to do to really confirm a low, but the break of the trend line was the earliest indication that at least this immediate downtrend is over. Then I've been watching for a 5-wave move up, and the 5 waves aren't there yet. We know now it could at best only be a diagonal. As I said, I never rely on these, you know, we can't trust them, but we can still use that pattern then to define a support area for wave 2, just as we did for the wave 4, which then did lead to a successful reversal, even if only temporary, but nice intraday trade, yeah, for anybody who used that. Obviously, these micro support zones are not that stable, but still, you know, this is a support area. Price reacted. Now we need that final push. And we probably will find out today. Now, needless to say that any break below the well, intraday low, actually, that all happened today. Any break below $5.70 will definitely indicate that we haven't got a clear 5-wave move up, and then this would make direct bullish follow through nebulous, not impossible, but unclear. For clarity, it's all about clarity, having clear setups and clear structures. If we don't get clear structures, we might decide to pass a trade, for example, right? Of course you can do that. But I'm therefore watching for that 5-wave move. So that's what I'm watching for today. I think parameters should be clear. So $6.03 is the next upside fib level. I will actually add the next one as well, just in case. Sometimes we get an upside extension. Then we deal with $6.09 and $6.16. But bear in mind, one of the reasons why we see resistance here is probably this descending trend line as well. So that's the update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.